Well, you don't need to go too far. It's actually great here in central Indiana, at least today. I know we're talking about rain coming back in the forecast for some of us tomorrow, Lindsey, but of course we know it's the state fair right here in Indy, and it's always packed. And people love going on a day like today, get your lemon shake up, maybe try some interesting food, walk around. There's only one snag in this plan. It's this air quality alert, which sounds really scary and intimidating if you're going outside, but you're kind of saying there's a caveat. It's for certain people who might have some breathing problems, right?
Yeah, so those with asthma, things like that, young kids especially, older adults that do have just breathing issues on a normal day. We just don't want them to spend too much time outside because the emissions are a little higher than federally mandated, so maybe just spend more indoor time on a day like today.
And you're asking people if they can maybe ride a bike or public transit or something. I know the Pacers Bike Share service is offering the first 30 minutes free if you want to do some biking today, and it's a good day for that, isn't it?
It is. You know, we're dry right now. It is warming up to the 80s. We're starting to see more clouds popping up with the heat of the day, but as far as that widespread rain, not here just yet, and it's really not going to move in today. We have to look all the way up to our northwest where there are widespread storms developing along this cold front. It's the boundary that's going to bring our next chance of widespread showers and storms back into central Indiana as we get into really not until tomorrow night into early Wednesday morning. This is also the area that the Storm Prediction Center is watching for the potential of some stronger storms through the course of the day today. Now, this cold front is what's going to slide into central Indiana over the next 24 hours. So we do have some time before that widespread rain makes its return. In the meantime, we are at 83 degrees. The winds have shifted from the south at 7 miles per hour. That means the dew point temperature is a little higher today than it has been in the past few days. That means that muggy meter a little more oppressive, so it's not overly muggy outside right now, but it's certainly you're going to notice that it feels a little bit different outside today, and that's because the wind has shifted from the north this weekend to now out of the south. It's also going to bring in some more moisture to central Indiana, so while we're watching those clouds build in now, not going to rule out the potential of a stray pop-up shower between about 4 and 7 o'clock tonight. Once we lose that daytime heating, we're really going to lose any atmospheric energy that would promote those showers to hold together. They will erode. We'll keep that partly cloudy sky around through the overnight tonight. So here we go for the rest of the day today, looking at a few more clouds through the afternoon, rebounding into the upper 80s for forecast highs, and then falling back off into the lower 80s by 9 o'clock tonight as the sky clears back out. Overnight, it's actually going to stay relatively warm, so it might be one of those overnights where we've been talking about open up the windows and kind of let some of this refreshing air in. I don't think it's going to cool off enough tonight for that to be an option. So keeping the ACs going with a low of 70 here in Indy, 71 over in Terre Haute. That means we're going to start the day tomorrow off on a warmer note, right back into the upper 80s for highs tomorrow. But of course, Tuesday is the day that we have those rain opportunities. So here's the latest on Future Track 13. If you have plans for tomorrow, pay close attention to this because this is when we're going to want to be having that rain gear ready to go. Here's 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. So looks like a dry one out of the bus stops tomorrow. Some scattered showers through the first part of the day. But it's not going to be an all-day washout. We have to wait for that boundary to get here. So through the course of the afternoon, here's 5 p.m. You'll notice that we still have quite a bit of dry time. After 5 o'clock, though, that's when things are going to change up a bit. Here's 10 o'clock. More widespread rain develops along that boundary, and I'm expecting some widespread heavy rain through the overnight. This is at 1 o'clock early Wednesday. The heavy stuff moves out by daybreak Wednesday, but then we'll start to see a stray shower or two lingering as dry air tries to take back over. So as far as what we're tracking for the rest of the week, that system moves out. Some dry time on Wednesday, but we're not done just yet. Another opportunity for rain comes along a secondary boundary that looks like it could squeeze out a little rain later in the day on Thursday. Not as much moisture with that system as compared to this one coming through tomorrow. Nonetheless, still could potentially see that, so want you to be aware. Temperatures will hold steady just above the seasonal average in the upper 80s as we go into tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. But behind that second front, that's when we'll start to cool back off. Highs right there at 84, where we should be this time of year, looking ahead at the start of next week. So again, tomorrow, be prepared for the rain, especially late Tuesday, Wednesday morning. A stray shower still possible on Wednesday. Another round of rain possible late Thursday. Then it's going to start to feel a lot better. 86 with a falling humidity on Friday. We're mostly sunny in the mid 80s for next weekend. Ben.